Presented by Quick Trip's quality gasoline guarantee. It's just another way Quick Trip has you covered.
9 to noon, ready to go, boys. And the world is our oyster. We can talk about whatever we want here in the little crossover segment. So where shall we begin today? Good morning, sir. How are you? Let's start with you. What's
Fantastic.
top of the mind for you?
The Packers' new signing of an Irish punter who was all XFL, not necessarily brought in to punt, but rather 37 of his 68 kickoffs in college were touchbacks. He's a kickoff specialist as well. Little niche there for you special teams, kind of nuanced gurus out there.
Wow. Will he make the final 53?
Yeah, it depends on a lot of things, but that's
No.
crowded space right now with the kickers and everything going on.
An Irish punter. I thought Aussie punters were the gold standard.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
Will we ever
Aussie,
see
Irish.
Will we ever see one of the rugby style punters that have become prevalent in college at the pro level? And if so,
You mean
why or why
running
not?
and punting at the same time?
Why is that not ported to the NFL yet?
Well, there's a couple things different about the punt rules in college than the NFL. In the NFL, the only two guys allowed to leave the line of scrimmage
Are the
before the
gunners?
kick are the gunners. So it
But
changes.
college
Yes.
is different.
Yeah, you can spread everybody out if you want to and send them all like they're gunners.
Send them. Okay. So that's why they do that. Okay. Interesting. Very good. Butchie, good morning. How are you, my friend? What do you want to talk about?
Oh, no, this punter will be great. We can talk it 3 weeks into training camp when everybody knows this Packers team, when their shareholders really want to get into and break down this roster. I can't wait to have that conversation with them.
Jeez.
All right.
I don't think he's
All right,
talking.
he's
Judge,
not-
can we just have
Salty.
one happy Butch take?
No,
on
I'm
the
happy.
Packers?
I
Just
am
one.
thrilled.
Just
I'm great. I'm great.
Doesn't
Hey,
sound like it.
it's been a week, all right? It's been a week.
It's
It's
been a
been
week, and it's
one
not
week.
even over yet. It's only Thursday.
No.
Armin,
There's a lot
you
going
and
on.
your beloved playoff beard
Yeah,
not
baby.
parting ways anytime soon, my friend.
Knock on wood, knock on wood.
You know,
knock on
Admirals
wood.
win last night.
So it's a funny story. I was thinking about the playoff
this
period
is-
last night as they were down 3-2 in the third period, and I said, well, I don't know how much time this playoff period has left if we lose game 3 here. And, I was like, well, Sunday would be game 5. Then all of a sudden, boom, boom. Admirals come back to win. 61 seconds to go get the go-ahead goal. And I'm like, yes, let's go.
I have a
It
question.
was awesome last night.
So you said that Laura likes the beard.
She likes the beard.
What are the
That's a
odds
lot.
that this playoff beard just becomes new Armin?
No, I'm not keeping it. I already went over this.
If they win the championship, you got to keep it.
I made a video. There was a video about our conversation on 9 to noon about this, John. Josh, thanks for watching. But yeah,
Was it on YouTube?
Yeah, well, that was on Twitter. But
By the way, you
I'm
can
not
watch
keeping
us
the
on
beard.
YouTube now, right?
Yeah, we're
Josh.
we're on YouTube now.
What is
97 through the
this
game
YouTube?
on YouTube. You can still watch us on Twitter at the game MKE and on our 97 through the game Facebook page.
I love YouTube.
And you can listen to 97.3 The Game in general via radio or all the other affiliates.
iHeartRadio.
That's fine. I just,
or on
you
the
know,
iHeartRadio app.
it's-
Yeah.
or the
Ton of
Apple
ways
Watch.
to get content.
So no, I'm not keeping the beard. It's just too uncomfortable for me. I don't like it
But
on
Laura
me.
likes it.
That's great. She
What
She's gonna
does
like
she
other stuff
like
about
about
me.
it?
She's gonna have to like other stuff about me.
The fact that he doesn't look, 30 years
Homeless?
younger.
Everyone seems to
No.
like it. Everyone
No,
seems
no,
like,
no.
oh, Armin, good look. It's a good look for you, Armin. Oh yeah, look at Armin with the beard. I like it. I keep hearing
Armin,
it.
look, Armin, real talk. What specifically does Laura like? Does she like the look? Does she like the feel of it?
The look,
Does she like
not the feel.
nuzzling it?
No,
Not the
she
feel.
says that part itches her, so she likes the look of it.
Yeah.
Makes you look like a
Right,
man.
okay.
Hold up. What part itches her?
Well, when you give your wife a smooch,
Easy.
it'll
Snuzzle.
scratch her face.
All snuzzleage.
What are you look confused for, Butch? I don't understand what like.
Butchie, can I
Because
cheer you
watching
up maybe?
him on YouTube
Can I give
being
you something to
confused.
talk about that is right in your wheelhouse?
He seems
Yeah, let's
upset.
go. Oh, I'm great.
Who besides you and I loves snacks?
Oh, nobody.
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 We
I
got
want to talk about these two things right here.
all the
Oh,
new
yeah.
Doritos. Let's
Two-
go.
The two most game-changing flavors
That's
of
debatable.
Doritos ever. Tangy ketchup
Gross.
and barbecue flavored Doritos.
Okay.
Have you had these?
I have not had them yet. Here's my question: Are Doritos and Lay's in the same family?
Yeah, isn't that a Frito-Lay product?
I think
I don't
they're
know.
both Frito Lay.
How have you not tried them, Butch? I've tried the barbecue ones.
I have. Well, no, I haven't yet. My problem with this is though.
Yes,
This is
they
just
are,
now
yes.
Dorito. This is just Lay's and Frito Lay becoming very lazy. Because if you remember, Lay's comes out every summer with specialty chips. Every summer they remember the Flamin' Hot flavor. Like this is now just Doritos trying to steal more of our money when they've already
Successfully.
done it with Lay's.
You don't have to
I'm
buy
not a
the
big fan of
chips.
it.
What do
They're
you mean
trying to
steal?
cheat me.
What do you mean
Now is
steal?
it good though?
What do you mean steal your money and cheat you? They're not. You don't have to buy them. They're just giving you more flavors to try.
So I'm walking
Coon.
in the aisle and I'm not going to buy those. Of course I am. I mean, it's no different
Coon.
than when they put
That's their-
Paw
that's
Patrol
their
on
plan.
stuff. I got to buy it because my kids see
All right.
Paw Patrol and they're forced me to buy these things.
Kuhn, have you tried these flavors, by the way, yet? Have you
I
seen
have
them in
not.
stores
I can't
near
remember the last time I've had an actual Dorito. I'm more of your just regular, potato
you?
chip.
Okay, so you're not a Dorito guy. Josh, have
Maybe-
you tried these?
Yeah, I've tried the barbecue ones.
What about the ketchup?
No, I haven't tried those. I've had the barbecue ones. They're okay.
Armin?
Haven't tried those, but I do love alternate Dorito flavors. The tamarind ones were great. Tangy pickle was okay. I haven't tried those flavors yet, though. Zane.
Dorito, Ted, tangy
So-
pickle.
So,
Yeah.
Kuhn, you just like straight potato chips?
I like straight potato chips. If you give me the Martin's Waffle Barbecue, that's my preference. A Voodoo.
I knew that was
chip-
coming up.
The Voodoo chip works just as well. Sour cream and onion can be popping sometimes.
So now
Are
you know more
you-
than just a potato chip. You
But
just
the
named
thing is-
5 chips.
But the thing is, with Doritos, it's too much dust. Too much dust.
Too
on
much
your
dust.
fingers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's a
So
fair
you're not
complaint.
so you're not a Cheeto guy then.
I mean, Cheetos have the
No,
most
not,
dust.
not really. I probably had Cheetos
Coon.
more frequently than Doritos.
You can get Cheetos
Cool,
mac
let
and
me-
cheese now.
Let me ask you, Kuhn, are you chip curious? Meaning, are you willing to go, ooh, that might be tasty. I'm going to
I'll
give it a
try
shot. It
anything
sounds like
twice.
you're not.
No, I'll
chip
try anything
curious.
twice. If you shove them in front of me, I'll try 2 bites.
Okay.
and I'll give
But
you my
shove
opinion.
them, but you won't buy them. If you see them in the store,
Never,
you're not, yeah,
I'd never buy those in the store.
It's too big of a bag
Why?
to try. They got to
that's
make a
the
mini.
dumbest thing I've ever heard you say.
It's
Well,
too
no,
big to
they
try.
do.
You're not
They-
buying the Costco size chips, Armin, for crying out
They don't
loud.
make these random flavors in family size. It's just a bag of chips. Not to mention half the bag is air anyway.
I'm not.
Well, no, no,
You
no.
don't
This
understand
is-
my point.
This
I
is
want
not
a
an
snack pack.
individual serving,
Thank you.
Josh.
Yeah.
But they do
Gosh.
have these. They do have these in individual serving bags at select locations, not everywhere.
If you buy a bag of chips and you don't like the taste of them, you just eat the rest of them anyway and then never buy them again.
I agree, Josh.
How do people not? They go,
No,
oh,
no.
these aren't
What do
that
you mean
good.
you just eat the rest?
Well, I'll eat
You
the rest
hate-
of these.
what do you-
but-
What do you hate? Eat the rest of them?
Yes.
No.
You think you get to look like this by just going, you know what? I didn't like these. I'm going to throw them away.
I don't waste them. You're right. I'll eat them
Hate
because
eating
it's.
is a thing, but
It's
Yes.
actually a good. It's actually a
hate
good
whatever
point, Josh.
is it?
Yeah. Hate eating. The
Well,
story
yeah.
of Josh Albrecht.
You never
It's-
get to the level where you can't eat them anymore. You don't dislike any chip enough where you can't eat them.
I
You just
wouldn't-
wouldn't buy them again, right?
And Armin, I
Right.
wouldn't necessarily say it's hate eating. I would just say I can't stand being food wasteful.
Wasteful,
right? I eat
exactly.
So many. I had a leftover steak from my daughter's first communion party, first communion dinner, 2 weeks old, and I ate it.
2
last
weeks
night.
old cooked
Wow.
steak.
2 weeks old.
Did you-
and I-
Resurrected.
And I ate it.
Your
last night 'cause
daughter
I just
likes
can't-
steak.
No, that's what
the
I.
party.
It was
Oh,
leftover
wow,
steak.
you said your daughter.
Actually, my daughter. Actually, my daughter does like steak. That is one of the 5 foods she will eat.
really?
So
if
yeah,
we had
that's
parties,
mind-blowing
Feeding a bunch
to
of
me.
feeding a bunch of 2-year-old steak.
Butch,
Filet
not
mignon.
2 years
That was
old.
like
Opulence.
first
Opulence
communion,
I has it.
second grade. But
yeah,
okay.
no, all
What?
2-year-olds have first communion.
I said
Yeah.
party. He said
First
party.
communion. You don't have teeth, but here, take this wafer.
And now go get some wine.
That's the
And
bone
And
marrow's
then
for.
steak. We'll
Ed.
wash it down with some steak.
That's the,
Here's
that's
a
what the bone
tomahawk
marrow's for.
ribeye. Enjoy there, sweetheart,
At carnivore, the
as
bone
they
marrow.
hold it in their hand. So the
Check it.
question becomes then, Butchie, since I feel like you and I can talk chips here, is do these
Yeah.
flavors,
Go ahead.
Should we
barbecue and
exit chip talk?
Yeah.
Should
Why
we go
can't
have
I
our own
talk chips?
conversation?
Yeah, well, the 3 of us
Armin,
apparently aren't worthy enough to talk chips.
Let's talk chili.
I'm the only
Beans
other
or no
person on this
beans?
5 wide that's had one of the flavors.
Josh
Anyway,
and Armin,
Butchie, go
let's
ahead.
talk chips.
I like
Josh
chips.
and Armin, let's
Just
talk
salty.
chips.
You don't get the chip.
Yeah, salty, just like chips.
Just like chips, literally. That's a good
You're
one,
not
Josh.
driving all over the
Doritos aren't
place grabbing
chips.
everything.
Doritos
are absolutely chips.
What? Doritos aren't chips.
Doritos are Doritos.
That's the dumbest dumbest thing you've ever said.
Doritos
Dumbest
corn
things ever.
chips.
Nope. Doritos
They're
or
corn
Doritos?
chips.
I believe it says
Oh
chips
my
on the
God.
damn bag.
Do they say chips on the bag?
They're chips.
Yes,
Come on.
it's gotta
Do
say
they say
chips.
chips anywhere on the bag there?
Have
Steve?
you been hanging out with
anywhere
Jordan
on the
Greenfield?
description? Anywhere on the description.
I got to look up define Doritos.
Doritos aren't chips. What?
I honestly don't see.
Yeah, they're chips.
Well, that's just because
You know,
Zabe can't read. That I'm not taking that as an answer.
I get the store brand of
If
Doritos
it doesn't
now.
say it on the bag.
Doritos is an American
No.
brand of flavored tortilla chips.
But it does say this. Look at this disclaimer: enlarged to show texture.
Well,
So in other words, they're like, don't buy this bag thinking you're going to get a chip this large.
There'd
'cause
be
we had to
8
blow it
chips
up.
in the bag.
Would you say they were
Right.
Tostitos chips?
Tortilla.
Tortilla
chips.
chips. All
Yeah.
right. well,
See how much
okay.
vacation
Okay.
I got left.
So here's the essential.
Harmon made it
Here's
funny.
the essential. Here's the
That was one of
essential
the funniest
question.
things you've ever said.
Here's the essential question, Chip Boys. Do these two flavors, these two hot rookie flavors, sensational prospects, I think, tangy ketchup and barbecue,
I'd love to try.
do they end up making the final 53-man roster of Doritos where they become regular chips? Because look at on the back of this, you have two hot rookies at one time that were alternate flavors. The purple bag,
Mhm.
which is the spicy, sweet, chili
Chili.
Yeah, sweet,
Doritos.
but yeah.
And then the darker spicy nachos that come in the darker red bag. Those were alternate flavors at one point, Armin and Josh.
Yeah, and they just
Yes,
and
become
I'm
they are
aware.
now available in every damn store that sells Doritos. They've made the big club. Will these flavors end up making the big club?
I'm not.
I'll
I
hang up and
definitely
listen
don't
to your
think
answer
both.
off the air.
Maybe one, definitely not both. And I think one of the reasons why the sweet chili ones did, I could be wrong, but I think they're vegan. Like the,
Really?
the
What?
seasoning on the sweet chili ones are vegan. So
Wow.
like there was a
Get
huge
out.
yeah.
Is it
so they had a-
Oreo vegan too? Oreo?
yeah.
Yeah, right? I think they're vegan. Yeah.
Really? I had no idea.
Are Doritos
It's
vegan?
craziness.
So
John or
You know.
Armin, will they make the big roster? Yes or no?
In the United States, you're asking? Because in
Will they
Canada,
become available?
they
Great
love
point.
they love ketchup chips in Canada, so ketchup will be available in Canada. I think the barbecue will and the ketchup will not. That's my prediction.
Rich P from Stella sends in a bag of Doritos, and right on the bottom it says tortilla chips. See, I knew
Yeah,
it. I knew
that's
I couldn't
fine.
trust Zabe reading. I knew it said tortilla chips somewhere
That's
on the bag.
fine. Tortilla chips. I mean, growing
Oh,
up
yeah,
in
there it
the
is.
hotbed of potato chip factories,
There it is. Sorry.
Right there on the bag. Yep.
growing up in the hotbed of potato chip factories, which is South Central Pennsylvania,
That
I
is
don't
true.
consider anything that's not a potato chip a chip. It's if it's a tortilla chip, if it's a corn chip, it's half.
Why are you?
It's second
Tell 'em,
rate
Armin.
chip.
Tell them what you found.
Spicy
Wow.
sweet chili is vegan.
Thank you.
Nacho cheese are not vegan. Cool Ranch is not vegan. Blazing Buffalo Ranch and salsa.
But anyway,
verde.
Butcher's your chip guy. All right, not the guy you do a show with for 3 hours that knows
All right.
that chips are vegan. You know, it's fine.
don't let those
All
No,
right,
flavors,
we
you're
started
my new-
this. It's a salty
you're my new-
5-1.
all these flavors, and you choose to be salty.
That's right.
I love Coons Flex. Like I'm from Hanover, PA area, which is the
correct.
absolute epicenter, the cradle of
Why
potato
are you
chips, right?
discriminating against chips?
Now, what John's talking about with the
It's kinda
Martin's
true.
chips, that's Thomasville,
I'm not
PA.
discriminating against. Yeah. Don't trust me. I'm definitely
It's
not.
another Butch box. Don't worry about it.
Oh, it's
Anyway,
brilliant.
Martin's barbecue chips. We've had
But I'd
listeners
like to know why you're discriminating against
send
them.
them to us.
Chips are chips.
But you did.
Chips
did,
are
Yeah.
not
did you
chips.
hear
Okay.
the?
Okay. Basketball's basketball, right?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
There's different
Oh,
levels, but they're all
no.
basketball.
Playoff basketball is regular season basketball.
I just said
Basketball's
there's
basketball. I
different
get it. Okay.
levels, but they're still under
And the-
the
and-
umbrella of basketball.
And that's what.
Chips
That's
are.
the feeling that Coon has about chips. He's
Absolutely.
very particular. They're not all the same. They're different.
Yep.
Hey,
I didn't realize
Brad.
there's
Bot-
bougie
speaking of-
chips.
Speaking of botches, Butch, did you hear the Kendrick
yes,
Perkins botch on his little cell phone video he shot about Jimmy Butler being great?
No,
see
I
what
didn't.
the man has done? The man just knocked off the Milwaukee Bucks, went into Milwaukee and had deer meat. If you want to call it venison, damn it, then do that. He's breaking up happy home.
Dib, doom,
If you want
Then-
to call it venison, damn it, then do that.
Did you say
What the hell?
venison?
Yeah.
Damn it, then do that.
He said, if you like venison, damn it, then do that.
Right.
I gotta be
So
honest.
big
with you.
alliteration.
But he stumbled. He still
he was
stumbled.
trying for something that could have been
Big
great.
alliteration there.
That could have been great. What he was going for, you know.
Milwaukee Bucks went to Milwaukee and had deer meat. If you want to call it venison, damn it, then do that.
He said, then damn it, then do that. Damn it,
Then damn it, then
do
do
that,
that.
and that, and do that.
Kendrick's actually funny sometimes.
He was just scatting and you guys didn't
Yeah.
even know it. He had a little bit of
He was
flair.
bebopping and scatting.
He
Right.
was.
Then
If
damn
you
it,
like
then
wanna
damn
call
it,
it
then damn it,
venison,
damn it, then.
then do that.
I'll be honest with you, Kendrick.
I
I know
asked-
upsets people, but he's funny sometimes. I bet he'd be
Nah,
funny. to
that
hang
was a
out
great take. I love that video.
Instead of an apology, he was bebopping and scatting all over me.
Right. Instead of an apology on being wrong, you like that one?
Instead of
Arm?
an apology, he was bebopping and scatting all over me.
So
Great episode.
instead of an apology on the Jokic front, now all of a sudden Kendrick Perkins says, "You know what? You're right. He's good." Is that weak sauce, or do you applaud him for at least getting unstuck from stupid by saying on Twitter, "Yeah, I was sleeping on Jokic"?
But that's so obvious. Like, I guess you got to give him credit for owning it, but I was like, okay.
Do you?
So I mean,
Who,
it's
Mark
tough,
Mark
right?
Jackson.
No.
No, Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins said,
Oh yeah, that one.
That-
they both were
yeah,
sleeping
he-
on him, so that's why.
I think it's embarrassing, Kuhn, that he would have to come out now and go, "Yeah, you know what? I was kind of sleeping on him. He's a two-time MVP. Everyone knew how good he was, and you just mounted this campaign for Embiid that tried to diminish Jokic. Now that he's gotten the MVP, you're like, yeah, you know what? He's pretty good." I think it's embarrassing.
It's always been. It's always good.
I agree there. No, I agree with Zabe to this notion, right? It's not like he was saying Jokic stinks. He was just trying to make a point that Embiid was better. He should own that still. I mean, if Jokic is doing what he's doing in the playoffs right now and making your take look bad, you still have to own the fact that you thought he was second or third. You didn't think he was first. You can't go back now and say you were sleeping on him. Sleeping on him is thinking he's not even worthy of the MVP. All three guys worthy.
Yeah, not sleeping on it. He said, "I've been in denial about Jokic and the Nuggets, but I must say that they are legit. Carry the hell on."
That's okay.
What do you make of
That's
that?
fine.
That's okay. What was?
Why
wasn't
would you
it-
be in denial
A
about
lot of
a team
people
with the
were.
best
my
record in the
question.
West and about a player who was a two-time
He-
MVP who could have
yeah.
been a three-time MVP?
He didn't want-
Why would you ever be in denial, right, Butchie?
He didn't want that.
Yeah, that's
He didn't want
why
what?
didn't he want it, Armin?
He didn't
Yeah,
want
we've
Jokic.
said
Why
on
were
our
you in
shows
denial?
because we've said on our shows even many times. You know, Denver Nuggets need to prove it now. They need to prove it, and they need to prove it when the season is actually played, which is the playoffs, which they haven't done yet, but they're doing it right now.
I think it's because American players don't like European players. That's simple.
Yes. Ding.
That's part
Very
of it.
much so.
I mean,
Is Embiid
the media-
not considered European?
what's that?
Is Embiid not considered European?
He's
Or
European.
Well, overseas he's Cameroon,
overseas.
right?
Yes,
That's
I'm
a tough
sorry.
one because he
Is
played
not
college.
considered-
Well, he played college in America, so I don't know how.
I
he
don't
would-
think he is. Even
So
though-
Well,
he's
you're right.
not
He's not
considered.
European.
He gets a
I
he
don't-
gets a pass on being international.
Yeah.
The media, Kuhn, doesn't
that
like
sounds double
players who make
standard.
their job
It
harder. They don't. The media doesn't like players who make their job harder, and Jokic is boring, so it makes their job harder. Embiid is a funny man, and he makes their job easier. So they're going to be
That's
biased towards the guy who makes their job easier.
No, it's about flash, Steve. It's about flash. Joker is
And
out
it is
there
about
technique.
flash.
Joker's
Sizzle
out there
sells.
techniquing everybody to death. Just
To death.
he's that
Right.
guy at the YMCA that knows every technique, a pump fake to get you up in the air, an under move, a step through. He's the guy that knows every move to work every athlete because they're not disciplined enough to work on the fundamentals. I'll bet you somewhere in his childhood he attended a basketball camp very similar to Brian Butch.
Yeah, the Brian Butch basketball camps, which you can sign up for. Brian, where?
BrianButchBasketballCamps.com. Pretty simple.
Easy domain to remember there.
While the rest
It
of these
sounds
kids
like
were in
Kuhn-
AAU, he was grinding on techniques, and that is what is killing the NBA right now. Old
It
school
is.
technique.
It sounds
is,
like
though.
Kuhn, you too, once upon a time ran into in a pickup game a guy you had to guard who had some real, genuine post moves. You know,
Yeah.
like played a little bit of high school
Super
basketball,
slow. He
and
was super
absolutely
slow. Couldn't,
embarrassed the living crap out of
braces.
you.
yes,
Yeah,
Goggles.
I
super
was
slow.
when I-
Couldn't jump, but he was just splashing and dotting all over the place.
When I was 26 years old and wore a
Like
skinnier
venison.
man's
Then, damn it,
jeans,
then
I
do
played
it.
pickup basketball and had to guard a guy, Butchie, who had genuine post moves. It made him look like Kevin McHale in his prime against me, and it was a goddamn embarrassment.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? Oh, hold on a second.
I think-
Dunkers, spin moves, fadeaways, you name it.
I
Did
think
he put
what
the leg? Did he put the ball between his legs and hit you with the, and then grab the ball and score? If he did that, then
Not-
you were done.
Yes, yes, I did play against people who did that. They would play, whoop, nope, got it over here, buddy.
Well, Butch and Kendrick were in the same class. Don't forget, and Butch
were.
in some rankings was below, some was above. So I think that always drove Kendrick. Remember,
Interesting.
6 and 9. So they
Getting
were very
cut up
close.
like venison.
All right.
Them do that. Then.
Barbecue,
Then do it.
barbecue Doritos and ketchup Doritos. Highly recommend. There's a mustard Dorito that came with the set, but I didn't buy it because I hate mustard. So if you like mustard, they've got those as well.
Just because you hate
Bye,
it
boy.
doesn't mean you shouldn't eat it.
That picture of Butch.
Tag,
Right.
you're it. Josh, great job as always.
Yep.
Jimmy in for me tomorrow.
See you in a
I'll
couple
see you
weeks.
guys next week. All right, bye.
Gonna make a break and take a bake out like a sink and it can shake out like vanilla. It's the finest of the flavors.